And then after the Zelensky meeting yesterday, the embarrassment, the shock, the shame. And I woke up this morning in tears as soon as I woke up, because I realized that for me, that was the straw. That was the swan song.
We vote for Mr. Trump! We vote for Mr. Trump! Yes! Mr. Trump! We love you! We love you! All the way to the White House!
A few moments later.
Around Monday, Venezuelan Americans denounced the Trump administration and
We all love a good FAFO moment, and boy, do I have one for you now. Now, before I tell you, let me give you a little bit of background as a reminder. The automotive company Ford bent the knee to Trump and donated $1 million to his inauguration committee.
Watch this, and then we'll discuss.
I need your help to save my farm and many other farms. I wanted to give you guys
Okay, this Jethro is experiencing the ultimate MAGA FAFO moment.
It's another episode of the FAFO season. So guys, welcome to today's video. If you are new to this space, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, leave your thoughts in the comment section. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at different reactions to fucking around and finding out. And without wasting much of your time, let's jump right into the video.
So my dad is MAGA, and I'm obviously not. And we are very close. And the last, 6 months to a year have been really hard. Right? Because he's been defending and defending and defending. And I've had to dig really, really deep, spending time with him, knowing how he feels and what he supports. And it was sort of okay because it wasn't so blatant. And then after the Zelensky meeting yesterday, the embarrassment, the shock, the shame. And I woke up this morning in tears as soon as I woke up, because I realized that for me, that was the straw. That was the swan song. And I think I have to end my relationship with my dad. I can't. Because if he can watch the things he's been seeing, assuming that he's actually seeing the truth and not just watching one station that feeds him the information he wants. But if he can see all that's been going on, the taking away of human rights, the hatred, the isolation, the dictatorship, all of the things, if he can have seen all of that and still support that, that means that he is not a good human being. And I can't have him in my life. I can't. And so I woke up this morning thinking to myself, how am I going to do this? Because I'm very, very close to my mom. And I'm pretty sure that she would prefer to be on the blue side, but she needs to keep peace in her home. I mean, she's in her 80s. And I understand that. But she will defend him, and she will tell me that if I don't have contact with him, I can't have contact with her. But I can't continue, because every time I'm with him, I get a feeling in the pit of my stomach, and I feel sick, because he's somebody who didn't believe that January 6th was a bad thing or that police officers were hurt. When I asked him about it, I said, you're so pro police officer. I said, 5-6 of them died. Well, what are you talking about? And I said, what about the one that was beaten? And he said, he had a stroke. And I said, he had a stroke because they beat the shit out of him. And he just can't get there. And so I just realized that if he can see all of the things, and if he could look at yesterday and think that is defensible and not think it's disgraceful and disgusting, that can only mean that he's not a good person. And I can't be around him. So I'm just hoping that others who are dealing with this or have dealt with this, I would love some thoughts, some comments, some feedback. If there's a way for me to mentally be okay with this, I mean, I don't see a way. I don't see a path to that. So would love some feedback. Thank you.
This video is so heartbreaking. Seeing this woman right here expressing herself and pouring out her mind and just saying it the way it is for her. It's so painful. And the fact that she has to end the relationship she has with her father. And from the way she spoke, you could tell that her parents are old. And I feel this is the time she should be getting closer to her parents and bonding with them, knowing the fact that anything can happen anytime soon. And these old people will leave this earth. But because of the choice of her father's party, when it comes to politics, she's not finding it easy to continue the relationship with her father. And it doesn't make sense to her that the father doesn't believe that the January 6th thing was real, and she just have to end the relationship. I remember during the holiday seasons, a lot of relationships were broken between friends, between family members, and it was really a sad one to behold. People were uninviting family and friends for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, and even for the New Year holidays. It's so sad to see that even at this time, it's still something that is ongoing. And the fact that she said it's not like her mom wants to support the party she's supporting, but just because she wants peace in her marriage, in her home, she has to follow the path of her husband. And I think people should be allowed to vote for whoever they want to vote, and not just because, oh, my partner is supporting this person, then I have to support this person also. We can be in a relationship and still share different political views, but we have to do that in a matured way and in a way that it doesn't have to cause conflicts between us.
We vote for Mr. Trump! We vote for Mr. Trump! Yes! Mr. Trump! We love you! We love you! All the way to the White House!
A few moments later.
Around Monday, Venezuelan Americans denounced the Trump administration and South Florida Republicans.
More than betrayed, beyond betrayed. They used us. They actually, during the campaign, and I don't want to make this political, but during the campaign, the elected officials from the Republican Party, they actually told us that it was not going to touch the documented people.
How do you believe all that and now you're feeling being used? This is so funny. It's so funny. You're feeling disappointed because one way or the other the policies are affecting you. You never knew these policies were going to affect you. So right now they are affecting you and you're saying that you're being used. This is like one of the funniest videos I have ever seen. I've been aware of that. For crying out loud, this is not the first time this man is running office, and the signs were all there during the first term, and he came back and you made your choices. Now you're feeling used.
It's lunchtime on Valentine's Day, and today's FAFO story is for all you MAGAs. It's time for your comeuppance. Wait, you don't know words that big. It's time for you to find out, because the budget just dropped. And guess what's not in it? No tax on overtime. No, not there. No tax on tips. Nope, not there. No tax on Social Security. Nope, not there. But since a lot of you MAGAs depend on SNAP, well, that's getting cut. And a lot of you depend on Medicaid, well, that's getting cut. And those of us that make over $300,000, we get tax benefits. Not you. So, again, tell me why you voted for the orange. So, yeah. History says I should be a Republican, and I was a Republican, but I can't. Not with this charge. So you guys all who voted for him, yeah. Find out, face.
Ready for the ultimate round and find out? Here it comes. Watch this, and then we'll discuss.
I need your help to save my farm and many other farms. I wanted to give you guys
Okay, this Jethro is experiencing the ultimate MAGA FAFO moment. I don't know if you've seen his videos, but he's posted a couple of videos where he's basically come on here and he said, I voted for Trump because, well, in a nutshell, because he loves Trump's hate agenda. He doesn't like the fact that immigrants are coming here and taking money from the government. Taking money from the government is evil. You should pull up your own bootstraps and work. So in the next sentence, he comes out and he says, I voted for Trump and Trump took away my government subsidy that helped my farm stay in business. So send me money. Trump took away the government subsidy that Biden put in place that kept me in business. Now that Trump took it away, I need your help. Send me money. So my question to you is, do we send this Jethro money? I mean, he is now getting the bill for his hate agenda. His hate agenda comes with a price. He didn't know it. Maybe he didn't realize it. Maybe he thought it would never bounce back on him. But now that it's affecting him personally, he's asking for us to give him money. Now, my answer to this, I don't know what your answer is going to be, whether you want to give him money or not. But my answer is, from me, you get fucko. Because if I were to give you money, Jethro, that would make me woke. And you hate woke. You hate the woke left because they show kindness, compassion, and consideration for other people. And that's just too woke for you. So I'm going to live by your standard. And I'm not going to be woke, which means I'm not going to give you one red cent because that's what I feel you deserve. What about the rest of you? What say you? Do you give him money?
What an irony. Give who money? I'm sure he's not going to be getting a cent from anybody that is against what's going on right now in government. And the fact that this thing came back to him, backfired on him, and is coming back to ask for help right now. He's not going to be getting any help. Those that are on the same page with him should be the ones helping him. And it's so ironical when people do not know that these things are going to come back to them. These things are going to come back haunting them. And it just comes to show how people can be so selfish and do not think about other people. Why hate on immigrants?
We all love a good FAFO moment, and boy, do I have one for you now. Now, before I tell you, let me give you a little bit of background as a reminder. The automotive company Ford bent the knee to Trump and donated $1 million to his inauguration committee. They also donated an entire fleet of vehicles to be used on Inauguration Day. Fast forward to today, and now Ford has changed its tune. The CEO is deeply concerned about the ongoing changes that Trump is making that could highly impact Ford's brand. As background, Ford has invested $1.9 billion in the future of their brand revolving around EVs. Meanwhile, Trump is trying to scrap any growth in the EV market in America, including directing states to stop spending money on building out infrastructure. The CEO is even more concerned about the tariffs between Mexico and Canada. He says if those go into effect, it could be apocalyptic for the automotive industry. Trump has also announced steel and aluminum tariffs that will stack on top of the 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada if those go into effect. He ended the interview by saying that they would most definitely lay people off at EV plants in Ohio, Michigan, Kentucky, and Tennessee if Trump starts rolling back EV programs that the Biden administration put into place.
Interestingly, this is hitting on everybody. And the sad part of this whole thing is that the innocent ones have to suffer and take all the shit that is going on right now. And seriously, I do not know why people have to hate on immigrants. Like, there's no part of the world where you're going to go to that you are not going to see immigrants. There's a trend that is going on now just because of this whole thing, where a particular set of people in their workplace, they gather together and they say, okay, let the immigrants step out. And once the immigrants step out, you see that the natives of the land are very few. So imagine just those few people getting to do the jobs. The jobs are not going to be done efficiently and effectively. So when it comes to immigration, it is part of the existence of man. People will continue to migrate from one place to the other as far as this world is existing. And the sad part of it, during the campaign, I remember there was this emphasis on a cut on tax on overtime and tips and the likes. But sadly, those things are not going to be happening. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you watch up to this point, it means you found this video interesting. Kindly click on the subscribe button, like the video, share, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and we're going to see you in the next one. Bye bye.